Weibo, it means microblog in Mandarin Chinese. And Sina Weibo is one of the most popular microblogging sites in the world's most populous country. Often compared to Twitter in the West, Sina Weibo launched in 2009. Today, it's got about 170 million monthly active users and 600,000 businesses trying to make money. Say I'm a company in the U.S. who wants exposure to the Chinese market.
Sure.
Where would I begin?
Weibo, I think, is a perfect starting point, again, because opening an account, it's free. You don't have to pay anything. You can't do this if you just have an English-speaking team, unfortunately. I think if you are serious about the China market, you have to, whether it's internal resource or outsourcing to a third party, you have to have the people who not only speak the language, hopefully better understanding of the Chinese consumers.
Let's say I make shoes in the U.S. and
Sure.
I want
Yeah.
some of the Chinese market to buy my shoes.
Yeah.
How does the conversation start?
Start with your brand story, your product story, right? So why? What do you want people to know about your shoes? What's different about it, right? So what is the main selling point? Maybe it's the leather, maybe it's a custom made, maybe it's the pricing is competitive, maybe it's service that you can provide. So I think formulating some of the stories, because opening an account and making posts is not difficult, but telling the story and getting people interested is the key.
Give us a good example of someone who's used social to penetrate that Chinese market, and how
Sure.
much has it added up?
Yeah, there's this relatively small Chinese brand. It's called WIS, W-I-S. They started 3 years ago, and they mainly use social media, again, Weibo, and they reached 100 million RMB in revenue last year. And how they did it was because they had a good product, they had a good story to tell, it was effective. And they also engaged some of the KOLs, the key opinion leaders, and occasionally some celebrities there as well, helping them tell them the story. So they quickly grew their fan base, and they're also very good at servicing these fans. You can see this a tremendous trajectory in terms of how quickly they can grow the business from $0 to $100 million RMB, in 2 years, and it's mostly leveraging the social media power.
For Sina Weibo, it's a story of growth too. Monthly active users grew 36% year on year. And since Weibo went public on the NASDAQ in April, its stock price has risen about 5.5%. And while popular sites like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter are blocked, Hong says censorship hasn't hurt Weibo.
I think a lot of times that's probably overestimated in terms of the importance of that. And I think a lot of stuff, again, around the marketing messages stuff, that's not an issue. I think censorship and things like that, I think, maybe in some particular areas we have to be a little bit careful. But most of the time, this is not an issue for brands or marketers.
Great. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks.